Marvel consistently aims to portray a world much like our own, focusing on stories with a strong connection to everyday reality. This may seem surprising, given that it's also a universe where radiation grants powers instead of causing illnesses, and where a character from Norse mythology converses as if in a Shakespearean play. Yet, unlike its prominent rivals, Marvel does not feature gods dressed in spandex soaring through the skies everywhere. And instead, the abilities of Marvel characters align with their world, with someone like Spider-Man possessing incredible strength that may not rival even the common heroes from DC Comics. Um, Compared to DC, Marvel's power levels are more down to earth, but it doesn't mean that Marvel Universe lacks its fair share of overpowered heroes and villains. Uh, it's clear that there are various tiers when it comes to power. A deity ought to possess great strength and might, while cosmic entities should be extremely powerful. However, there are numerous Marvel characters who undeniably meet the criteria for being excessively powerful. Often, these are ordinary individuals with extraordinary abilities. Uh, Here are 7 Marvel characters who stand out as exceptionally overpowered, their power levels far surpassing what one would expect. Uh, in this version, I've attempted to maintain a conversational and easy to understand tone while still conveying the original message. 7. Jean Grey. For quite some time, Jean Grey has been among Earth's most formidable mutants, boasting Omega-level telepathy and astonishingly potent telekinesis. From her early years under the tutelage of Professor Charles Xavier, she honed her abilities to near perfection. However, complications arose when the Phoenix Force became entwined with Jean Grey. Over the course of many transformations, Jean has become an almost ideal vessel for the Phoenix Force, capable of wielding its powers at their zenith. And today, Jean Grey stands as one of the most powerful entities on Earth, commanding the apparent full might of the Phoenix Force. She can manipulate matter and energy at the molecular level, contain exploding stars, and redirect their energy wherever she chooses. Her telepathic abilities are so profound that she can communicate almost instantaneously with her husband, Cyclops, across the vastness of space. During the Krakoa era, Jean battled against a dominion beyond space, time, and deities, imbuing numerous mutants with the Phoenix Force to aid in the struggle. Jean Grey's power has grown from remarkable to almost unfathomable. The Hulk. And for quite some time now, the Hulk has surpassed the conventional limits of power. Yeah, and known as the strongest being in existence. His abilities stem from gamma radiation exposure, granting him colossal strength, invincibility, and an astonishing healing factor that swiftly mends any injuries severe enough to harm him. As anger fuels him, his power knows no bounds. It grows exponentially with each enraged outburst, making him stronger and more formidable. Recently, it was disclosed that the Hulk's power originates from the One Below All, transforming him into an embodiment of entropy, destined to annihilate the entire universe. Such a force is one that even fearsome figures like Thanos acknowledge as formidable complex. In various glimpses of future events, readers have witnessed the Hulk evolving into a cosmic entity resembling Galactus, obliterating planets with a single swing of his monstrous fist. The Hulk routinely defeats entire teams of the most powerful Marvel heroes and villains at will, and has been known to lift mountains effortlessly. It's clear that the Hulk stands head and shoulders above his fellow A-list Marvel characters in terms of power. Number 5, the Wolverine. It's clear you're not giving Wolverine credit for what he truly represents. While it's true that he doesn't possess reality-altering powers or the ability to destroy stars with his thoughts, he certainly stands out among other heroes due to his incredible trailers. And he tried to confuse, as if we set up an overtime and we set it accurate impact. Let's examine his powers. Enhanced senses, a rapid healing factor, retractable claws in his forearms, an adamantium skeleton, increased strength and speed, and a primal mindset that triggers Berserker, Rages. One, considering he's classified as a lower level hero, as these attributes are nothing short of remarkable or efficient term, as however, when you consider the challenges Wolverine has faced and overcome, his power level becomes truly astounding. He's held his own against the Hulk in fights, and even some variations of Wolverine have managed to slay multiple Hulks. Incredibly, he's survived having metal forcibly removed from his body through his pores. He can attack Thanos with his paws and penetrate all the way through his chest. But time and again, he finds himself battling hordes of ninjas and coming out on top. And even being burned to his adamantium skeleton hasn't been enough to kill him. Wolverine's enduring popularity has placed him in perilous situations that he should have no business surviving. But somehow, against all odds, he does. In summary, Wolverine is indisputably overpowered. Number 4, the Sentry, the Void. Marvel introduced the character Sentry as their take on Superman, but with classic Marvel flaws. These included various psychological issues such as agoraphobia, dissociative identity disorder or bipolar disorder, anxiety, and addiction. It was later revealed that Sentry, originally Robert Reynolds, discovered a super soldier serum in a lab while seeking drugs, mistaking it for meth. He injected it and gained the power of 1,000,000 suns, which fractured his mind into another personality known as the Void, symbolizing his darkest traits, which is not often, because the more he used his powers, the stronger the Void became, attempting to destroy the world. To prevent this catastrophe, the heroes concealed Sentry's existence from everyone, but later restored his memories and expanded his abilities. Besides traditional Superman powers, Sentry also possessed advanced mental capabilities, molecular control, regenerative healing, and reality manipulation. The Void was even suggested to be a manifestation of death itself. Although Sentry has always been powerful, it's challenging to conceive a plausible way to defeat him without involving his psychological complexities. Second Legion, David Haller, also known as Legion, is the son of Charles Xavier and Gabrielle Haller. Born with immense powers due to his father's lineage, David evolved into a godlike being. Uh, However, he struggles with dissociative identity disorder, each persona possessing unique abilities. Legion's mental prowess is unparalleled, allowing him to manipulate and control almost anything with a thought and travel through time at will is unfortunately the absence of his father, who could have uh, guided him in managing his powers, made his conditions worse. Initially, David's powers were hard to control, which can be both beneficial and detrimental. On one hand, he learned self-control, preventing him from destructive outbursts. On the other, he wields a vast array of powers that no single person should possess. Legion created a sanctuary within his mind where people could enter and do as they please. Few humans have ever experienced such power, but it's particularly dangerous for someone as fragile as Legion to hold it on in all of this. And Molecule Man, uh, initially a humble lab technician yearning for recognition, Owen Reese experienced an accident that bestowed him with the ability to manipulate molecules, making him one of the most powerful entities in existence. Known as the Molecule Man, he could essentially control matter at its most basic level. However, this immense power drove him mad, leading him to clash with groups like the Fantastic Four and other heroes. Uh, Pivotal moments for Molecule Man were during the events of Secret Wars and Secret Wars 2, where he encountered the Beyonder and was unveiled as the only one capable of challenging the omnipotent power of the One from Beyond. And over time, Molecule Man has become a crucial figure in the Marvel multiverse. He is a being who has accessed a power far greater than himself, and every incarnation of Owen Reese across the multiverse is necessary to contain his immense power. And as the years had passed, Molecule Man's power has grown virtually limitless, transforming him into a true godlike entity. One Storm, Storm. Uh, Originally, Storm was a mutant with the ability to control weather. Her strength was understandable and earned her the title of goddess, yet she remained human. It was later discovered that her lineage was magical. This revelation led to her being able to wield Mjolnir and receiving an Asgardian hammer of her own. Over time, her control over her powers expanded to the point where she could manipulate electromagnetic energy, force responsible for various weather events. And one of the uh, fundamental energies of the universe, for centuries, Storm was revered as a goddess, but modern creators have strived to portray her as a genuine deity. Um, they even granted her the power of eternity, making her equal in power to her friend Jean Grey. Uh, um, However, Storm doesn't require the power of eternity to be superior. She was admitted into the Thor court, an assembly of beings who can access divine powers. Her partnership with Magneto created a formidable duo uh, due to their unique abilities. With today, Storm embodies power in its physical form, reaching a level of abilities that even the most devoted Storm fans, including creators like Chris Claremont, never imagined.